Inside Out is one of the most interesting animated movies I've seen. It's from Pixar, of course. Disney came out in some year. It feels like a long time ago. I never watched it in the theaters, but I recently got to watch it, I don't know, about 2-3 weeks ago, I'm not sure, because, of course, Inside Out 2, the latest Pixar movie, just came out, and it's doing phenomenal. It's crossed over $1 billion in the box office. It's critically acclaimed, commercially acclaimed. It's doing amazing. So I'm actually going to go watch it right after I record this video. But Inside Out, the first one, it was, like I said, it was a movie that passed me by. I didn't really watch it until now, and I'm 25 years old. My girlfriend watched it a long, long time ago. She watched it when it came out, and she really loved it. And I was curious to check out the film. It was a film that I knew I had to watch if I was going to watch Inside Out 2. So I did, and it absolutely moved me. And there was one particular scene that I cried. I did cry. Now, I didn't bawl or anything like that, but I did get, teary-eyed. And that's the thing about these Pixar movies, man. Pixar knows how to make you feel, Think of movies like Toy Story or Up. Just phenomenal movies that are fairly sophisticated, I think, that ultimately touch your heart, whether you're a child or you're an adult. So Inside Out, of course, all these different emotions inside Riley's head, this 12-year-old here, these emotions, they're part of her brain, and they're trying to help her navigate the world, but always with the goal of having her be happy all the time. But as you might expect, the conflict comes because, you can't just be happy all the time. And this scene right here is at the very end of the movie. So if you haven't seen Inside Out for some godforsaken reason, stop this video, go and watch Inside Out, then watch Inside Out 2, then come back and watch this video. Now, this scene right here, like I said, takes place at the very end of the film. It's where sadness, the sadness emotion, saves Riley, the 12-year-old girl. And it's where Joy, the protagonist of the film, this is the emotion Joy, realizes that sadness is fairly important. You can't all be gravy all the time, right? It's an incredible scene here. And the music is just amazing as well. Michael Giacchino did just a fantastic job, as he does with a lot of other films. But here we go. What we're going to do is react to the scene, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards. But before we do that, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Here we go. The best scene from Inside Out. Sadness, little hands, so cute.
Wait, stop! I want to get off!
All right, thank you. We will. Her teacher hasn't even seen Riley all day.
What?
What was she wearing last? Do you even remember what... Riley!
There you are. Thank
Oh,
goodness.
we were worried sick. Where have you been? It's so late.
Music is just incredible, and it's beautiful memories here.
I know you don't
want me to, but I miss home. I miss Minnesota. You need me to be happy, but I want my old friends and my hockey team. I want to go home. Please don't be mad.
Oh, sweetie.
We're not mad. You know what? I miss Minnesota too. I miss the woods where we took hikes.
And the backyard where you used to play.
Spring Lake, where you learned to skate. Come here.
That's beautiful. Pixar, man, why you gotta do this to us? Why you gotta do this to us? What's going on, man? It's such a beautiful scene, you know. The whole movie, you know, we see kind of joy just pushing away sadness, you know. Don't touch all these core memories. Don't touch these memories, you know, you're gonna ruin them. But she found out, you know, a little bit before this scene that there was sadness prior to a lot of these great memories that Riley has. A lot of these joyous memories, right? And so she realizes that sometimes in order to have that amazing, joyous moment, it comes after sadness. She was like, I can't be so selfish, you know, I can't be thinking that. It was so great, right? It's so phenomenal, so genius that the joy emotion has character development. It's so cool. It's just so cool. And that's why she gives sadness all these core memories, these amazing memories, all these things that Riley is feeling that she's been bottling up. And it also makes perfect sense because all this time, these emotions, you know, were not doing their jobs. They weren't able to express themselves. And the only emotions that were expressing, themselves were anger and fear and stuff like that. And so that's why it was a mess, right? But you need that joy and sadness. You need to express sadness. You can't just bottle it up, which is what Joy was trying to do, right? And so then that reflects into the real world with Riley and her family, and it thus created a powerful moment that reunited her with her family again and created that family land, as you saw in the scene, because it had fallen, it had been destroyed. And so it's just phenomenal, and it is a reminder to us that, for example, I'll be candid, of course, as I usually am in these videos. I find that when I bottle up my stuff, you know, I'm a person that doesn't like to talk about my day, you know, about my life, until it gets really, really bad. And then when it gets really, really bad is when I explode, you know, and I just cry, and I go to my girlfriend and I just completely drown her with all of my emotions and everything that has been going on in my life that has affected me. And it is usually because I had something awful that kind of pushed me over the edge. That was like the final straw, and I had to just unleash it, right? It was a culmination. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? And so I would just blow up and I'd cry. And my girlfriend eventually, she told me, she was like, maybe you should try and not wait until that that final straw comes around. You know, maybe you should talk to me a little bit more about your days, you know, when something really bothers you. Don't hold it in. And it's something that a lot of men do, right? We don't usually like to talk about our days. We like to just go through our lives, something really terrible, sad, angry, whatever, just bottle it up. And then once that last straw comes around, that's when you unleash it, right? And it becomes just, you know, and so then you spend an hour talking about it with your spouse, which thank God I have a great, you know, although I'm not married, but I have a great girlfriend, and she always makes things better. But, you know, I spent like an hour, you know, talking about what's going on with my life and just venting and, you know, and then I eventually cry. And that is what's going on. All my emotions, you know, the only emotions I have, you know, is joy trying to suppress, the sadness. And then there's some fear, and then there's some anger in there. And I don't allow myself to be sad. You know, I don't allow myself to just be vulnerable, to be nostalgic, to miss, you know, which is another aspect of the sadness emotion here, is that it's not just, you know, depression or sadness, right? There's also the feeling of missing, of mourning, you know, of desire, of disillusion. That is also what sadness encompasses, right? And joy was pushing that away, and that's what was happening in my brain, and what was happening with Riley. And so moving forward, I want to try, you know, to express myself a little bit more. If I'm sad, talk about why I'm sad. You know, and there's a reason why Pixar chose this type of storyline for a movie like this, right? Because this is something that we all deal with. We all just love to get through life. Just know we can't be sad, you know? You have to avoid it. Thankfully, some of us are better than others. My girlfriend is a lot better at that than I am. She has a bad day, she tells me about it. And sometimes she does have blow-ups. So those do happen. So, but, you know, it's beautiful, and we can't be afraid. We can't be afraid to be sad. We can't have joy try to just push our sadness away, because it can cause extreme consequences. It can cause our lands, I don't know whatever the movie calls them, you know, all of our core lands to be destroyed, and then our you know, everything's chaotic, and then fear and anxiety and disgust and anger take place. But no, we have to have sadness in there for everything to be balanced, and for those joyous moments to continue being created, right? Of course, you still have joy, you know, pure joy, but often those really powerful core memories can involve sadness, and that's okay. It's just gorgeous scene, and I can't wait to watch Inside Out 2. So there we have it, folks. Those were my thoughts on the Inside Out Sadness Saves Riley scene, the scene that I consider to be the best scene from that movie. God, music is incredible. Can't stop thinking about it. I usually I hum that theme quite a bit during my existence here. It's very, very, very good. But let me know what you think. It's very important for me to know that. Go in the comment section below. Maybe we can start a dialogue. I'd be interested to know whether you like this scene. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you struggle with when it comes to your emotions and your mental health? Let me know in the comment section. Give this video a like if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you enjoy this content and you want to see more movie scene reactions like this. Let me know what other movie you would like me to do a scene reaction for. Share this video with your Inside Out or Pixar loving friends, if you will. See what they think. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you.